Hello everybody, this is Hamad Mansouri from Mansouri Immigration Firm in downtown Vancouver. Today I'm going to cover 6 main steps that you have to take after you arrive in Canada, either as a student, international student, or as a international worker or foreign worker. First of all, congratulations for making it so far and coming to this beautiful country. Just remember that you have to follow these steps. You have to do them all together. Maybe you can skip one and go to the second one and then come back. Maybe you don't have to do step 6 before step 5. That's totally normal, but just make sure that you do everything, you take all these steps. First, when you arrive in Canada after a passport check, you have to go and pick up your permit, whether it's a work permit or whether it's a study permit. Usually it's in the airport. They will guide you through a room for officer to check everything, to talk to you, and they will issue and give you your work permit or study permits. It's a paper, says work permit or study permit on top. It has all in your information, has a expiry date, has a validity period, and the things that you can do and the things that you cannot do. The second most important one is to get your SIN number. So if you're here to work, so you definitely need your SIN number. If you're to study and you're eligible to work 20 hours part-time off campus, again, you need your SIN number. But if you do not have the authorization to work off campus, for example, let's say you study English here, you don't need a SIN number, and honestly, they won't give you a SIN number. The third most important step is to open a bank account. It's very important to have a Canadian bank account. Even if you have bank accounts in your home country or maybe in the States, or you have like international accounts, it's very important to have a Canadian bank account. So if you're a student, there are some options available in different banks and financial institutions for you to pay less fees, but with less transaction limits. But if you're a worker, unfortunately, you have to pay the fee to have a bank account. You can have a checking and you can have a saving account. Saving account is usually free with limited number of transactions. But for checking account, it is very important to get what you need. So, for example, if you use your account, your debit card, like maybe 30 times a month, so you need to have a bank account that covers that number of transactions. The fourth one is to get your ID. It's very important to have an ID here. You can't just carry your passport around. You cannot just have your own ID from your own country just in your pocket and carry it around. Maybe you're coming from a country that doesn't speak English, therefore your ID is not in English. So it's very important to get your ID. You need to have your passport. You need to have your permit. Hopefully, you need to have your bank account card, access card, to apply for an ID. Different provinces have different regulations to give you your ID. Maybe you need to provide the proof of address, but make sure that you get your ID. The fifth one is to get a driver's license. It's very important. It's very important to have a driver's license, whether you want to drive here or not. Some people don't get their ID and skip to driver's license part right away because they know how to drive. They will take the road test and they pass it, knowledge test and road test. So there is no need to have an ID, but I would suggest to have both. But it's your right to have ID card and it's your right to have a driver's license. If you can pass the exam and test, so have both. The last step, which is very important, is to have a credit card. I know many people said it's very important to know how to use a credit card. That's another step, but make sure that you have your credit card. First off, it's free to have as many transactions as you want. So if you have a student account with like 12, 25 transactions per month, you can have a credit card and use it as many times as you want, and you don't pay any extra fee. Just make sure that you pay your credit card bill on time, and hopefully there won't be any problem. I hope that you enjoyed this video. 6 most important things to do after you arrive in Canada. And if you have any questions or concern, you can, like always, contact us. Have a great day.